Hey everyone, welcome back. So today's video is a collaboration with Antonisha Lachey. I've subscribed to her channel for many years and she has really influenced how I plan, especially when it comes to using the Franklin Covey and David Allen's Getting Things Done principles. She's just started a new community and a new YouTube channel called Well-Defined Living, and it's all about personal development for holistic living. She's just started the Redefine Your Year 2020 challenge on June 1st. And they're talking about routines, defining priorities, goal setting, and all-around positive self-talk before they take a deep dive into the book The Joy of Missing Out in July. I've included links to her new community and her YouTube channel down below, so please make sure you check both of those out and watch her video to get her take on saying goodbye to a goal. So this week we're looking at the goals that we've been working with for the last few videos. If you've missed those videos and want to get caught up, I'll link them in the cards and also in the description box below. But we ended the last video with a hot wash on the goals that we've been working on, or not, and hopefully by now you have an idea of why they were or were not successful. And then you have a better idea of whether you want to continue working on them or not. Sometimes reevaluating a goal kind of gives it its spark back, and sometimes, nope, you are done with it. So what are some reasons that you might be ready to let go of a goal? First, maybe you no longer feel it in your heart. Maybe it's something you're no longer willing to invest the time, energy, and attention into, or maybe visualizing the accomplishment of the goal no longer makes you happy. Maybe you've had a shift in your priorities or goals, and that sometimes happens. Maybe that goal actually was a should or an ought rather than a want. We're going to talk about that in a future video, but basically maybe it's something you thought you should be doing or ought to be doing, but it's not something you actually wanted to do. There's a bit of a fine line there, but a lot of it has to do with your why, and we'll definitely delve further into that in a future video. Another reason, maybe it's scary, overwhelming, too big, unachievable, you're afraid of failing, or maybe it has to do with the lack of confidence. This might be a good goal to look at fixing if it's something you still want to do in your heart, but if it's not, let it go. Or maybe finally you've just realized that it's impossible to do given whatever your current reality is. That's okay. If you're on the fence about letting a goal go, maybe there's something you can do to salvage it. Can you focus on a smaller part of it? Or is this maybe an intermediary step that's a part of a bigger end result, and you can go about accomplishing that bigger result in a different way? Can you focus on a smaller part of it? So maybe there's an intermediary step that you're missing that could be your goal for this year that would help you accomplish that goal, your original one, in a future year. Maybe this is a part of something bigger. Maybe there's an overarching thing that you're really wanting to do that this was a part of. And maybe there's a different way to get to that destination that's the real thing that you want to do. So consider maybe there's a different way to get a similar or the same result. Can you put it on a someday maybe list? Maybe it's something you still want to do, but you're just like, this isn't the right time. That's okay also. The someday maybe list is an idea from David Allen's Getting Things Done. It's a holding place for ideas whose time has not yet come. And it's a place for things to not be forgotten in case you decide to pick them back up again in the future. So if it's something that you're just thinking not yet, that's a great place for that. Finally, consider what you'd tell a good friend. Sometimes we give our friends really good advice that we don't give ourselves. Let's just be honest. Would you tell a friend to move on, or would you tell them to keep trying? Sometimes this helps overcome that whole lack of confidence or fear of failing part. And sometimes that fear comes from not being able to see the next step. I know there are some of us out there, me included, that like to know what's next. And so we'll talk about that in a future video when we're talking about breaking things down. So never fear, we'll get there. In the end though, the most important thing to realize is that while what you do matters, you are not what you do. The things you do, the things you're contributing, they are valuable, but your value lies in your existence. So it isn't the goals you accomplish, the awards that you win, or what you do and contribute to the world. Letting go of a goal does not make you any less of a person or any less valuable. It just means that you're recognizing what's important to you and you're taking a step to own that. So let me know in the comments if you have any goals that you've decided to let go of or any that you're trying to salvage. And if you need help with the rewording, go ahead and post them and maybe we can help each other out with trying to get it to be a better fit for you. In the next video, we're going to stop and take a slight step back and talk about why. Why are we even setting goals in the first place? Make sure you're subscribed and you have notifications on so you know when it goes live. And until then, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!